Could you stand a little taller, just a tad?
Like this?
Yes, yes. The chin a tiny bit lower. Gaze a little more to the right. There! Now, hold the pose. Just a few more minutes. You have such an incredibly singular face. That's a compliment, my lady, out of my mouth. Your particularity gives you character.
You're still here?
We have nearly finished. Have you any more need of me, Master?
You haven't forgotten that we're setting sail today, have you?
Of course not.
Your cousin is nowhere to be found. I've searched the palace from cellars to attics. Your uncle is beside himself.
He was of a mind to paint the town last night. Don't worry. I shall track him down. Make care to your own preparations without wrinkling another frown. We'll meet you on the boat.
It's about time your cousin took account of the responsibilities awaiting him. He should go and inform the ambassadors of Telemi and the Bridge Alliance of his departure.
Have no fear, Master. I will go and see them in his name. I beg your pardon, but urgent matters call me away. Might we finish all this later?
Impossible, my lady. You are leaving with the tide, if what I've been told is correct.
I am sorry, sir, truly. I must be going.
My lady, please, I beg you. Her Highness has personally requested I finish this.
Thank you, cousin, for getting me out of that.
Hey! Green blood!
Kurt!
And so the day has finally come. My royal fledglings are leaving the nest.
Accompanied by their most loyal and tenacious master of arms.
As loyal as your gold.
Enough with the cold mercenary. I know you like us. Still hiding your men in the unsuspecting shadows of the greats of this world, I see.
Hey, our blades are the only thing keeping you dainties alive.
Kurt, I'm not in need of your protection. I'm no longer a child, you know.
Is that so? Well, let's see. Fight with honor! Greenblood. Me who thought myself a competent weapons master.
It's becoming a little hard to believe.
Don't add insult to injury. This is humiliating enough. We'll need to get you through the basics, or you risk getting your feathers plucked at the first sign of trouble.
That could definitely come in handy.
In that case, Otto here is going to be your training partner. Go! Fight with honor! It appears we've brushed up on the basics.
It does. And I'd like to be on my way. I've quite the list of things to do before we depart.
Indeed. Remember that you can always train in our barracks on the island if you're feeling rusty.
Are your bags packed for the great departure?
Yes. You know I get by with very little. You're not angry that I'm coming with you, I hope.
On the contrary, I am thrilled that both you and Sir de Cossillon are joining our party. A few friends at your side in unknown territory is a boon.
Don't tell me the old school teacher is competing against me. By the way, where is our future governor hiding? I was hoping to put his skills to the test as well.
I've no idea. He had plans to celebrate his departure last night, and we haven't seen him since. You know Constantine. I should have gone with him, but my heart wasn't in the mood for a celebration. The thought of bidding my mother farewell.
It is never easy to say goodbye. But you should be going to see her now. She must be waiting for you. I'll meet you in front of the palace. Then we'll go and find Constantine together.
Very well. I'll meet you as soon as I've said my goodbyes.
What is this? Have you not been taught to knock? I've asked 1,000 times. Oh, it's you, my dear child.
Mother, I'm sorry. I'm having trouble getting used to your condition.
Come now, let's speak of more pleasant things. I'm so very happy to hear your voice. You remind me so much of your father. I do miss him so. Today is the big day, isn't it? Ready to set sail for that island everyone's talking about.
Yes, but the idea of leaving you behind, alone and ill.
Dying, my child. Alas, there is nothing you can do by staying that would ease my suffering. One thing brings me cheer. They say the island is full of miracles, and we might find a cure.
Even if I were to find it, I would never be able to return in time to...
I know. But it brings me comfort to know my daughter has left on a mission to heal her people. Come now. It is time for you to take leave. Here, take this with you.
What is it?
A family heirloom. Something that... Take it and keep it with you. May it bring you good luck. All my blessings go with you, my child. Now, be off.
Kurt. It's done.
Sorry, Greenblood. Look, we can see the masts of the ship that'll be taking us. This is one sacred adventure we're embarking on.
I hope this island will keep its promises.
In order to know that, we'll need to find Constantine first.
You were right. Maybe he is already at the port. He was so eager to leave.
This will be quite the chore to finish before our departure. The commander wants to recover some merchandise from our supplier, but the transporter doesn't want to deliver. I did all I could to persuade. Nothing came of it. All the parliamenting fatigues me. But this is your domain. I wouldn't say no to a little help.
Of course. Where is the supplier located?
In the lower boroughs, near the port.
Right then. We'll put it on our list of visits.
Where would you like to begin?
I've been asked to pay visits to the ambassadors of Thélème and the Bridge Alliance before our departure. Their dwellings are not far from here. We could go there first.
Very well. Do you think Constantine will be waiting for us next to the ship?
I don't know, but it is certainly worthy of inspection.
To my help! And death to the others! The merchant is there.
Good day, my lady. How might I be of service?
You can start by explaining to me why you refuse to honor the orders agreed upon with the guard.
There's been a misunderstanding, madam. Of course we're ready to honor the orders. In fact, I've already had a word with your master-at-arms.
They're asking that we pay again, despite having already paid.
It's just that the price has gone up since. I've nothing to do with it.
This is inadmissible. If you agree on a sum, you need to honor that agreement.
I'm sorry, madam. I'm just an agent, and I'm only obeying orders.
Why don't we go and solicit other suppliers, Kurt?
When we've already paid for the merchandise? If these thieves agree to reimburse the original payment, it's what we do immediately. And do know, in the future, we won't be shopping with them. Well, I should think not.
Your master has apparently asked you to demand a second payment for this merchandise.
That's right. He told me that their attendant seemed to be hiding something when he passed the order. And so he must have thought the guard would end up paying in the end, whatever he asked for.
I'll be damned. And I'm the one they've sent to settle the affair.
Sorry, Captain, it's nothing personal. I'm only following orders.
Following orders. Yeah, we hear you. Makes one wonder which one of the two of us is a coin guard.
This whole story sounds suspicious and stinks of a scandal. You were demanding a second payment, but refused to reimburse the one that was already made.
I'm not the one demanding nor refusing. It's my master.
This stubborn fool is pushing me to madness. You understand now why I'm asking for your help?
I don't think you understand who you were dealing with. Perhaps I failed to present myself properly. Lady de Sardet, niece of the Prince d'Orsay and legate of the Congregation of Merchants. During our conversation, you explained to me that your master forced you to commit a crime. That's regrettable, especially as you will be considered his accomplice in extortion and theft. You know as well as I that the Congregation does not tolerate such illegal activities.
But I'm only obeying orders.
That's a shame. Well, as orders are the only language you seem to understand, I order you to return the guard the merchandise without delay, unless you'd rather your master is hung, and that you finish your days in prison.
As you request, my lady. I shall go immediately and ask that these crates be delivered to the attendant.
Now that's a wise decision.
Thank you. I was beginning to think this would never end. You're certainly honoring your new title. Bravo! The quartermaster must be expecting us. To my help! And death to the others!
Come on and fight, you bunch of cowards!
Move away! Things are about to get dicey!
I wish you a good day, Your Excellency.
Madam, I'm sorry. I'm afraid that I won't make for good company.
miraculous opportunity. Your time is precious in these dark hours, but what you're about to discover could save your life. Closer now, good people. Don't be afraid. Come, celebrate the miracle of science. Are your boots worn through? Is your hat out of style? Does your vest belong to last year's battle?
Lady Desade, I presume. It is an honor to make your acquaintance. Captain, you set sail soon. Have you seen to our little business?
Yes. We were finally able to recover your merchandise.
Excellent news. I'm afraid, though, that your mission isn't completely finished, Kurt.
Blast me, I'm a captain, not an errand boy.
The commander was quite explicit.
Very well. What do I need to do?
The merchandise that you obtained needs to be sent to Tier 4D as soon as possible. But the Port Authority formalities for shipping take an eternity to wade through. And we've already lost quite a bit of time with this dishonest merchant.
Are you blatantly asking us to smuggle this merchandise and contraband?
I would never ask you to do such a thing, Your Excellency.
Ah, but you don't mind asking that of Kurt?
Well, now, if he finds an alternative solution that is less, illegal, that would be fine. The method matters not. But this cargo must reach the Isle on the next ship.
Marvelous.
Well then, I await your return with utmost impatience. I'm certain you shall do what's required.
Whatever you need to be, the talk of Surrey. Your time is precious indeed.
Welcome! It's such a pleasure to see you again. Have you seen anything to your liking? What might I help you with? Thank you for your visit. See you soon.
Come closer now, good people. Don't be afraid. Come, celebrate.
Lively there, lads and lasses! I promised the merchants and their prince we'd be off before the tide. You, man, carry that properly. That porcelain is worth more than your life. There are some children we'd been best to refuse.
Captain Vasco.
And you are?
I'm Desade, the prince's niece. All is in order. We will soon be embarking on your boat.
It's a ship, not a boat.
Apologies.
Apologies for my asking, but the young governor isn't with you.
He didn't come home this morning. I need to find him before departure.
I hope nothing's happened to him or he hasn't changed his mind. The tide does not wait.
Perhaps he simply celebrated his imminent departure with a little too much enthusiasm. Is everything ready?
We're short a crew member. The cabin boy is missing. But have no fear, we will leave without him if he does not present himself before the tide.
Is he an important member of the crew?
We don't need him for sailing or navigation. He's only a cabin boy.
He must have simply had a bit too much to drink in celebrating his departure. Like another I know.
I doubt that. Jonas was never one to fancy drink. And it's been 2 days since last he was seen. No, I fear something bad has happened to him. Might I ask you, if you hear anything, could you report it to me? I would like to set sail with a clear mind.
Be back soon, Captain. Good day, Tavern Keeper.
Good day to you. What is your pleasure?
I'm looking for my cousin. His name is Constantine. I believe he was intent on celebrating his departure last night.
There was indeed a party here last night, but it ended badly.
Whatever do you mean?
A brawl broke out. My tavern was shattered, and no one's paid for the damages.
I'm sorry. Amongst the rebel rousers, did there happen to be a young man? 20 years of age? Hair down to his neck, light brown? Blue eyes? Quite the talker?
I don't believe it. Of course he was there. He's the man that started the fight. I hope you've come to reimburse me. Don't count on me to help you if that's not the case.
What kind of damage are we talking about exactly?
A good half of my furniture was broken into firewood. I piled up the lot over there.
Let me take a look. Perhaps it can be repaired.
If you can fix it, I'll be obliged. If not, you'll need to pay.
Here you are, to cover your expenses.
Excellent. Honest books makes for honest friendships. Your cousin is either a very bad joker or a right good fool. He went and insulted a band of ruffians from the lower boroughs. Dangerous fellows. They've a storehouse they operate out of a few streets from here.
What kind of business do they run?
Several, actually, and they're all illegal and profitable. But you didn't hear that from me. In any case, if you were set on recovering your cousin, I would hurry if I were you. They're not the tender sorts.
Thank you for the information.
Off with ya. Get him out of whatever mess he's got himself into. Seemed like a courageous fellow. Who could down his pint? Anything else?
With all these sailors coming and going, you must have heard some stories about Tir Freddy.
Right. Even stories that my heaviest drinkers would have trouble believing. They say that man-trees live there. Dragons and gigantic creatures. Treasure abounds under every rock. And the source of eternal life is hidden somewhere there. Last night, some Nauts even told me they brought back one of those giant beasts into the port. Ah, but you know the kind. If you ask my opinion, the drink was fueling their imaginations.
Has the Malachor really put a damper on your business?
More than a damper. They were soaked. When the sickness began to spread, a wave of panic followed in its wake. People stopped going out of their homes. They were afraid. I was close to closing shop, I tell you. And then, thankfully, the alchemists of the bridge said that you couldn't just catch it like that. People are still distrustful, as is their nature, but they are leaving home again. It's a start. I also lost quite a few regular customers. Dead or too scared to venture back. Yeah, but that's nothing new to you. The city would have sunk in the water if not for trade with the new isle.
How is business going these days?
It's picking up. We've not seen many new customers, but of late things are looking better. The Malicor and the neighbouring wars have dampened commerce. The epidemic still rages, but the possibility of finding a cure on that island has given people something to hope for. Now that we have a city there, quite a few seafarers come by to spend their wages.
I need to be off. Farewell.
Goodbye.
This furniture is in terrible condition. The fight must have been extremely violent.
It looks as if it's fixable. I've seen worse. We'll need to build some metal dowels, but once done, we can make them like new.
Citizens of Serene, come to me. You won't regret this miraculous opportunity.
Are your boots worn through? Is your hat out of style? Does your vest belong to last year's fashion?
Your Excellency.
Lady de Sade, I have been told that you were named legate. Congratulations. Those are great responsibilities for someone as young as yourself. But you will bring honor upon your family and the congregation. Of that I'm certain.
I thank you, Excellency. I've come here to inform you of our departure for Teofredi. My cousin Constantine is taking office as governor of New Serene, and I'm accompanying him.
I had no idea you would be leaving so quickly. What a shame. I had thought... Well, then, that is a pity. Have a pleasant voyage. A brilliant future awaits you. They say that it is a marvelous island. Please convey to your cousin my congratulations and sincere wishes for success.
You seem slightly hesitant. Please, tell me what troubles you.
A rather unscrupulous individual has been sowing trouble in Serene. A charlatan passing himself off as an alchemist.
Do people actually give credence to these lies?
Alas, yes. They snatch up his celebrated panacea. Remedies worse than the ill, believe me. As you can well imagine, alchemists are our pride. This vulgar trickster casts dirt upon their reputation and our own at the same time. In any city of the Bridge Alliance, we would have arrested him. But here, we respect your laws.
I shall see what I can do, but make no promises. My departure is imminent.
I thank you, Excellency. And I am pleased to see you have taken so well to your new functions of diplomacy. The man operates in the city center. He is said to be clever and mean. Be careful.
And what of your war with Thélème?
It has been dragging on. In fact, it has been dragging on for years. It is madness. If those bigots hadn't gotten it in their heads to convert the entire continent, we wouldn't be in this situation. But that's the way of the world. We shall not waver, whether here or on Teofredi.
Have you been fighting battles there as well?
From what I've been told, Thélème has wisely and tastefully built their colony far from our city. Direct conflicts are in fact quite rare. but one day they will inevitably take place.
Could you give me your understanding of the relations between the congregation and the bridge?
Our relations hang essentially on the quality of our trade and commerce. The exchanges are very profitable, especially on the cultural front. I will not hide from you that we have hoped you would join our number for quite some time. But your princes insist on maintaining a neutral stance between the congregation and the other nations on the continent. It is by all means a respectable position, even if it means you also trade with our enemies.
Would you be so kind as to tell me what you know about the Bridge Alliance?
With pleasure. A legate needs to know the history and strengths of her allies. The alliance was sealed by several nations of the Bridge around 200 years ago. The greatest of our cities, Al-Saad, became the capital, and a council formed from the different nations now rules. This union was originally put into place to better resist the appetites for conquering our neighbors. But our ancestors quickly realized that the union had also strengthened us economically and culturally. And of course, exchanges in knowledge were strongly encouraged from the outset. Today, it is by no means an overstatement to claim that the Bridge Alliance leads our world in science and exploration. Each day, we push the limits of our understanding further in each and every domain.
I need to be going. Goodbye, Excellency.
Goodbye, Lady de Sade.
Greetings, Your Excellency.
If you had any idea who I am. Don't run up, imbeciles! I have a ship to catch!
That vulture of a tavern master was right. It is Constantine's voice. It's coming from the floor up.
Sounds as if he's locked up.
And I have a feeling they're expecting company. Be careful. The slightest itchy word to these brutes will have them drawing blades to scratch it.
Negotiation may be the solution. As you say, this breed of brutes won't spit on ransom money.
What a waste. I'd rather sneak around them than give half a coin to these seedy fellows.
It's not possible just now. It's not possible just now. It's not possible just now. It's blocked.
It's obvious.
Oi! Where do you think you're going? You're in our territory.
I'm looking for my cousin, and it would seem that he is in this building.
That very well could be. We have had a guest since yesterday. A regular ladies' man in golden stitches.
That would fit the bill. I have no idea how he earned such a kind invitation, but...
Being born into silk sheets doesn't give him the right to insult his fellow man, or to show disrespect.
We know this sort only too well. Used to everyone doing whatever he says. But they're always a lot friendlier having learned their little lesson. Isn't that right, Chief?
That's right. But lessons have a price. So, if you want your drunkard back...
Gentlemen, you tire my patience. Free my cousin immediately.
Well now, take a look at this bluebird and her ruffled feathers. Looks like she's eager for her own lesson.
To my help! And death to the others!
Beauties.
It's not possible just now.
this has been monumentous, gentlemen, but I have more important things to attend to. An island to govern, treaties to sign, riches to expedite, and a demanding father to impress!
Constantine, it's me!
My fair cousin! Oh, my lucky star! Always there to pull me out of my fires.
I do what I can. We are departing soon. Your father wasn't pleased by your absence this morning.
Have you ever seen him happy about anything when it comes to me? You know what he thinks of me.
He cares about you. I know that. He appointed you governor, didn't he?
He is ridding himself of a source of constant disappointment. Enough said. Today we set sail for adventure. If you only knew how these river scum treated... Do me a courtesy, fair cousin. Now that we stand boldly alongside the brave Kurt, let's give them their money's worth.
There's no one left to pay, Your Highness. The brave Kurt and your cousin have already settled the books.
Really now? What a shame. I would have loved to have seen that. We've nothing left to do then than to board our ship. An adventure awaits us at the end of the street.
Good day, Excellency.
Lady de Sardet, to what do I owe the pleasure?
I have come to inform you that my cousin Constantine and I are departing for Tir Freddy on the hour.
Ah, yes. I did indeed hear talk that you had both received callings of greater stature. Allow me to congratulate you. Were you not named legate of the congregation?
You are correct, Excellency. I thank you.
It is a station of great honor that I am sure you will fill with brio and panache. The Mother Cardinal Cornelia will be enchanted to work with you, and your cousin in the future. I only regret that your departure is so sudden.
Really?
To be entirely honest with you, I was hoping to solicit your help in a rather delicate matter.
Tell me more about it, and perhaps I can take care of your problem before my departure.
Very well. A small group of dangerous heretics has found refuge in Serene. We know that your uncle tolerates the presence of all pagans within the city walls. But these particular non-believers threaten the fragile harmony of this place. We would consider it a tremendous favor if you would arrest them and deliver them to our guard.
Heresy is not a crime in Serene. You do know that, but I'm sure that my uncle would hear your arguments. Why call on my intervention?
The prince would indeed give us his blessing, but it would take time. Far too much time. For according to our sources, these fugitives have already made contact with a smuggler to take them who knows where.
I see. You were hoping that I'll be able to do something before they make it to an enemy city.
If your heretics are planning on boarding a ship, then they must be in the dockyards. I'll look into this and see what I can do. I must be going. Farewell, Excellency.
May the light guide you, de Sade.
I believe I've seen you at the palace. Are you one of the prince's relatives?
Selection. What if? Welcome. It's such a pleasure to see you again. Have you seen anything to your liking? What might I help you with? Thank you for your visit. See you soon.
So you're back. Right then. What about our business?
I regret to say that the cargo is still on the docks.
Huh. Kurt, it seems to me that the orders were clear.
They are. That doesn't make them any easier to follow.
Well then, I await your return with utmost impatience. I'm certain you shall do what's required.
It's blocked. It's not possible just now.
Your Highness, I'm happy to see you. Your absence this morning worried both your father and me.
Come now, Sir de Corsilion. My father may have been angry, outraged, or disappointed, but he's never worried about me. I am sad to have caused you any worry, though. Would you believe that I was rotting away in a sinister jail, guarded by thugs ready to kill me? Though still seeing double from last night's drink, I was preparing an ingenious escape plan when... ta-da! My fair cousin jumped up out of nowhere and saved me. I'm quite the fairy tale damsel in distress.
You might have refrained from the company of bandits the night before such an important departure.
Take away the risk and halve the pleasure, de Corsilion. It is the salt of life.
I fear that some of my teachings have been misunderstood. But you wanted to ask me something, de Sade?
What will be your official title on Tirfredi? Or are you just here to keep an eye on us?
Come now, don't be ridiculous. I'm coming in the capacity of official advisor, nothing more. But His Highness has also asked me to report to him on certain strategic observations. I am therefore required to take note of all events, chart the island and its resources, but also obtain as much knowledge as possible concerning the more dangerous creatures of the island. Your help will be extremely valuable to me. I've no longer the legs of an adventurer.
It's always a privilege to help, Master. What will be your official title on...
Come now, don't be ridiculous. I am therefore...
It's all... I need to be leaving. I have quite a few things to do before we raise anchor.
Yes? Well, how can you...
What will be your...
It's
all... I need to be leaving. I have quite...
Madam? Constantine d'Orsay, future governor of Tirfredi. I'm enchanted, Captain. I am eager to board your ship.
Enchanted as well, Your Highness. I hope you enjoy your voyage.
Are you ready? Can we weigh anchor?
We should be able to set sail with the tide, as agreed upon. I'm still without news of my cabin boy, but we will have to do without.
When did you see your cabin boy for the last...
It's been 2 days since I've had any news. It wasn't out of the ordinary until the day of depart.
Have you seen anyone wandering about?
Take a look around. As long as they don't try and get on my ship, that's said.
A smuggler?
In the port jails. May I ask you?
Nothing to bother yourself about.
You wouldn't, by the same a couple...
And so you know...
Of course. And they were making quite... Feel free to carry out your own... The port brigs.
When did you see your cabin boy?
It's been 2 days. It wasn't out about the day.
I have a favor to ask.
I'm all ears.
We would like to load...
Impossible. All merchandise must be registered at the port. So, unless...
I wouldn't go that far.
Well then, they'll have to wait. The next ship for new...
Hellfire. If that shipment doesn't leave today, the commander will have my hide.
Captain, I understand your position, but isn't there some way we can get these crates on board?
I doubt it. Even if I wanted to help you, My quartermaster is a half-crazed bridge troll. He's gotten into his head that a gang of ruffians want to use my ship to pass contraband over to Tier 4D. He's placed guards where our cargo is being held before being loaded. All that is not in the warehouse, and noted on the manifest, will be left on the docks. Sorry, but your crates are gonna have to wait until the next ship sets sail.
Sorry, Kurt. At least we tried.
The commander is gonna have my head. I'm sure that's what he wanted in giving me this impossible task.
In that case, we're going to have to doctor the manifest ourselves. It must be at the Harbour Master's office. Be back soon, Captain.
We need to have a word with that people smuggler the sailor mentioned.
He's a captain, Kurt, like yourself. And in order to interrogate the smuggler, we'll need to find a way into his jail.
Have any idea how to get in there without being noticed?
Let's take a look around the building. We might find a less conspicuous entrance.
Where is the manifest to be found?
I've already been to the port authorities. They keep the official documents upstairs.
To my help! And death to the others! If you wore a Nort uniform and you were able to keep your mark hidden from them, they might let us in, unless we just offered them a drink. These sailors rarely refuse one.
I see where this is headed. If we drop a little soporific in their glasses, the way will be clear. I'll just need to find the proper ingredients. But it's doable. Here is the ship's manifest. We only need to add our merchandise to the list.
Yes? Well, how can your old professor be of...
What will be your official title?
Come by at all.
It's all... I need to be leaving. I've quite...
Madam?
Are you ready? Can we weigh anchor?
We should be able to set sail with the tide, as agreed upon. I'm still without news of my cabin boy, but we will have to do without.
Does the boy know anyone in Serene?
Other than fellow I don't think so.
Miss Jonas.
In tradition, we are...
Might I have...
As you wish.
Could you tell me a little about...
We are...
Thanks.
Others are how the...
Be back soon, Captain.
Halt! The warehouse is off limits. Move along.
Can't you make an exception?
No, sorry, milady. Move along, please. Now!
Very well, I'm going.
Orders haven't changed, you know. No one passes.
Very well, I'm going.
Orders haven't changed, you know.
Very well, I'm going.
Orders haven't changed.
Very well, I'm going.
Orders haven't changed, you know.
Very well, I'm going.
Yo, Chris. What's up, man? Chris, your boy. Kijk, maar we kunnen ook nog niet openmaken. Oh, daar ligt iets. kom ik vandaan? Ga omhoog, je vuile slet. Als daar nou uitkomt, dan ben ik de lul. Daar nou uitkomt, dan ben ik de lul. Mag niet. Ik zou het doen. Ik zie het niet. Ik kan verder niks doen hier. Ik kan niks verder doen. Ik denk dat ik... Ja, daar ben ik al geweest. Ik ga naar de captain en ik naai je gewoon uit. Ik heb genoeg gezien. Oeh. Oh, het is al gebeurd. Oké. Kan niet. Zie je nog even, kom op. Kan allemaal niet, denk ik. Flikker op, joh.
You cannot pass. Only the Norths have access to the prison.
Kan ik dus niet naar binnen.
cannot pass. Only the Norts have access to the prison.
Yes?
I need to be leaving.
Madam?
Are you ready? Can we...
We should be able to set... I'm still without you.
Permission to board the ship. We are ready.
Certainly. But keep in mind that we'll be at sea for several months. If you have any farewells to make or any final business to put into order, now is the time.
You are quite right. I do have a thing.
Then be quick.
Be back soon, Captain.
Don't you worry now. You'll get your merchandise.
Good day, Excellency.
Lady de Sade. To what do I...
What is your point of view on the relation?
That
I must be going.
Ik ga gewoon lieven. Ik heb genoeg gezien. Het duurt allemaal te lang.
Madam?
Are you ready?
We should be able to set... I'm still without you.
Permission to board the ship.
Certainly. You have any...
No, my house is in order. We are ready to embark.
Perfect. Follow me.
I am so eager to discover Tyr Fridin. My isle, my new city.
You'll need to arm yourself with patience. The voyage will be long. I've been told the trip lasts months.
And they say the place is full of gigantic creatures, as big as buildings.
That's right. I heard a rumor the Nords even brought one back in one of their ships.
I doubt that. The Nords are strange.
The beast is awoken!
Those conniving, pista-stilling, bridge-building lies. The creature was supposed to be out for days. They'll pay for this.
What the hell manner of cargo are you transporting?
Help! We need boats! We must contain it!
Come now, let's send them ahead.
Fuck is dat nou weer, man? Fuck is dat?
Greenblood, how do you fare?
Fine, fine. It is dead.
Are you wounded?
I'm well. Your lessons have proven effective.
I've never seen a beast this size. It's quite extraordinary.
Cousin, what a fight. You were illustrious.
I'm not of the same mind. I have the feeling it was already weakened. I did nothing more than finish it off.
Your humility remains a constant. But believe me, that...
Oh, cool. Ik ga zo eerst even eten, man. Oh. Oké. Die faggot. Die ga ik ook daar gelijk verwijderen. Hij heeft zijn shit alweer gehad en ziet hem niet meer. Snap je? Dat is nog Damien Cooler daar, jongen. Ook alweer één. Damien Cooler 3. Basje was 2. Je hebt Damien Cooler Gamer 1. Je hebt 2 en 3. Ze kunnen alle 3 bij elkaar in een hokje gaan zetten, die 3. Fucking hell, man. Even douchen, even eten, dan ben ik er. Dat moet nou nog komen. Hoe laat is het? Het was 8:45 of zo. Het is 1 uur, man. Tering met hem. Ze hebben de shit alweer. Fuck hem. Die denken dat ik allemaal in mijn plezier allemaal ligt te wachten en al die tering dingen ga liggen doen. GTA is voor mij geen lolletje meer, snap je? Met die dingen is kut. Daarom ga ik er ook mee stoppen. Daar ik die set heb. Ik wil overal alleen maar die set hebben en dan ben ik weg. Ja, dat begrijp ik, jongen, met die kankerkinderen allemaal. Dat is niet klagen, dat is wakker worden nou. Maar interesseert me niet over wijden ze me allemaal. Dan kom je terug over een paar maanden weer allemaal liggen zeiken aan mijn kop. Dat geeft niet door, hè. Ik krijg alleen maar kankerrapportjes van al die kankerkinderen, jongen, snap je? En dat maakt niet uit, maar dan krijg ik allemaal op mijn menenkant krijg ik er gezeik opgestuurd. Dat vind ik nog veel erger. Kanker Sony, man. Ik ga echt geen PlayStation 5 halen, hoor. Dat kunnen ze gewoon vergeten. Hoe is verder, Patrick. Ja, dat is niet klagen, dat is gewoon zeiken en wakker worden. Afgelopen met die kankerkinderen, want het schiet niet op. Alleen maar ergernis heb ik ervan. Kom eraan, zeg ze dan. Hou gewoon je klep dicht, jongen, snap je? Als ze de spilletjes moeten hebben, moeten zien hoe snel ze zijn. Hoe is het verder met jou, Pet? Ik had Dinges ook nog even gesproken. Nog de beste wensen, Patrick. Hoe heet hij? Dinges heb ik nog gesproken. Mighty. Waar is hij? Nou, Bjorn komt zo, dus dan handel ik eraf. Want er wordt niks gesaved bij de kutspel, snap je? Dit is al de derde keer dat ik die teringset moet terug gaan halen. Het begint een beetje te vervelen. Ik heb hem al 2 keer gehad, die set, 2 keer saved hij niet, snap je? En dan kom ik 's morgens pas achter allemaal, want dan kom ik van de andere kant terug en dan ga ik kijken en dan is alles weg. Dus dat is de tweede keer, dit is de derde keer dat ik het nou erop moet gaan zetten. Het begint me te vervelen, jongen. Mij mogen al die servers van hun instorten dat niemand meer wat heeft. Snap je? Want dan ben ik ook klaar op GTA. Want ik heb hem gelijk afgooien, snap je? Dan ben ik op GTA klaar. Alleen als op GTA dan kom ik een beetje vliegen. De rest laten we niet meer dan. Hè? Dan ben ik helemaal klaar. Ik hoef echt niet alles te hebben op GTA, want het interesseert me toch niet. 9 van de 10 wordt niet eens gesaved. Ik wil niet weten hoeveel spullen ik al kwijt ben hierop. Ik moet 30 keer over gaan liggen doen, want het saved niet. Het wil niet saven, die hoerige kankerspel. We krijgen weer een bluescreen. Dan komen er weer van die kankerjongen allemaal rapporteren. Flikker op, man. Het is elke keer iets. Het is gewoon één grote soap opera, man, dat spel, joh. Echt. Dan pakken ze hun naam weer weg. Want Sony heeft weer geld nodig. Sony mag de PlayStation 5 gewoon in de reet stoppen. Ik ben er helemaal klaar mee. Bart, ga je ook een PC halen? Oh nee, die heb je al, hè? Standaard. Goeie game PC kopen, man. Dan kunnen we tenminste van alles doen. Het is veel leuker. Dit begint echt te vervelen, man. En nou voel ik me net als Zulu. Er is gewoon niemand meer om te vliegen. Die heeft hetzelfde. Er is een vriendenlijst, vliegt niemand meer. Maar je moet allemaal mensen buiten afzoeken. En allemaal bang, allemaal pussy. Omdat ze bang zijn dat de KD omlaag gaat. Kut, maak een nieuwe account aan dan, jongen. Ik heb er 9 klaarstaan. Dan schiet je daar de KD 100 keer omlaag. Dat deed ik in het begin ook. Oh ja, mijn KD gaat omlaag. Moet even naar een andere account. Je hebt het een babyachtige kutgedoe. Er schiet allemaal niks mee op, jongen. Die KD stelt niks voor op GTA, hoor. Is toch allemaal geglitst. Iedereen glitst. Oh, wil je KD geboost hebben? Maak even een nieuwe account aan. Dan kun je hem in mijn kop knallen. Dan is je KD weer 500. Denkt iedereen dat je legit KD hebt. Denk je nou als je echt de OG of tryhards hebt dat hun wel interesseert dat je een KD van 1000 of 10 miljoen hebt? Die schieten ze toch wel omlaag. Daar hoef je niet voor te doen, jongen. De KD hier op GTA stelt niks voor, man. Dat is allemaal onzin. Dat is leuk als je GTA legit speelt in het begin om mensen te intimideren. Maar echte OG-players die scheidt aan, jongen. Al is jouw KD 5 miljoen. Als ze jou gewoon continu kapot schiet, dan zegt die KD van jou toch niks. Dat bedoel ik, snap je? Daarom dit spel en al die spellen met de KD is allemaal onzin. Tenzij jij echt in de Wereldleague speelt. En dat je echt geld ermee verdient. Honderden duizenden. Als je echt een goede gamer bent, krijg je dan echt honderdduizenden verdienen, snap je? Want die league komen jullie nooit, want jullie zijn veel te laat allemaal begonnen. Ik hoef er niet heen, want ik kom er helemaal niet in. Maar ik had wel streamers die bij mij in de stream kwamen, die zaten echt in de Wereldleague. Die werden op een gegeven moment ook verstoten. Die zijn wel eens een keer nummer 1 geweest, maar de rest is het allemaal nummer 2, 3 of 4 of 5 of 10. Maar die verdienen echt tonnen, hoor, die gasten, hoor. Want op een gegeven moment gaat Greedfall, dus ze gaan jou ook notificeren, hè. Om hun games te testen en zo. En dan ga je geld verdienen. Dan heb ik het niet over reclames die jij in YouTube hebt en zo. Kijk wat dit is. Ik pak vast gewoon wel. Oh. Oké.
Desarde, can I do anything for you?
Wat ben je aan het doen, Bart? Helemaal niks. Wacht even, want ik hoor hem helemaal niet. Ik moet eigenlijk even Bjorn hebben, man. Is hij al weg? Oh. Nee, hij is hier. Oh, jij bent er al. Wauw. Ik heb jou niet eens in dingen zien joinen. Ja, dan sluit ik dit game even af. Luister, ik hoef jullie in principe helemaal niet aan te spreken. Als ik Patrick aanspreek, heb ik het ook, hè. Snap je? Maar ik heb gewoon geen zin meer om mensen allemaal te gaan vragen, jongen. Dit is de derde keer dat ik het moet gaan doen. Ik word er kotsmisselijk van. Daarom blijf ik gewoon even op dit account. Maak het gewoon af. Ik hoef hier niet alles op te hebben. Even die kut facility weer doen. De tank moet weer van... Ja, dat heb je de laatste keer toch gezien, of niet dat ik dat gedaan heb? Heb je gezien, hè? Teringlijst. Weer is het weg. Hij saved gewoon niet. Ik ga even een andere spel opstarten. Dit even uitzetten. Oh, hij komt...